Hi, I'm Anna. This is my first video for this channel and I'm really excited. I basically started this channel because I'm on a journey to self-healing and learning to really love myself more. And I thought it would be wonderful for me to share this with other people. They might be going through the exact same thing I'm going through. When I talk about self-healing, we all have those powers in our body to actually heal ourselves. Now, if you get like a broken arm or something, I wouldn't sit there with your arm like dangling, like, I got this. I mean, you could. I'm just saying maybe that would be a good time to go see a doctor if you have a broken arm. So I'm not saying never go to a doctor. That's not the purpose of this channel. But the purpose is to just learn to heal yourself and love yourself more. And that's what I'm doing. I started all of this, well, I started having health problems, basically. And that's when I started looking at what I was eating, how I was living, and how I was talking to myself. And until things happen, often we just go through the motions, you know, we just do our daily lives, and we don't always really examine what we're putting into our bodies, putting into our minds, putting into our hearts, because that has a huge impact on your health. So last September, I started having just issues with, like, you know, being really hot one minute, freezing cold the next. And I went to the doctor and she was feeling around my neck here, and she felt like lumps, or I don't remember exactly how she described them. So I got a little scared. She said we're going to have to do an ultrasound and find out what's going on. So she sent me to get an ultrasound. Turns out I had nodules in my thyroid. Even though my levels were fine, my thyroid was not fine. And that's when I started to make some minor changes to my diet. Very, very minor. I stopped eating at McDonald's like once or twice a week, so that was good. I really still miss their French fries from time to time, but that's okay. So I made some, you know, necessary changes, mild changes at the time. And then about 2-3 months ago, my back started hurting really bad, and I couldn't bend the way that I normally do. I couldn't like run or walk my little dog RJ for, you know, an hour or so until his little legs can't walk anymore. And I thought, gosh, what the heck is going on? So I went to the doctor and I got an MRI. Turns out I have a bulging disc, and it pushes up against my sciatic nerve, so it sends a lot of pain down my right leg. It's very uncomfortable. But over the past 2-3 months, I've been doing a lot of self-healing techniques, which I was going to talk about more on this video. And I really feel like all my health issues were brought on, of course, by my diet, but mostly just, you know, my truly unloving thoughts that I've had about myself for, I'm 34 now, so the past 34 years, I've been just telling myself just terrible things, and you know, we're all guilty of it. We all say, oh, well, I'm too fat, or I'm too tall, or my nose is too big, which, yeah, I still have issues with the big nose thing. I'm working through that, though, little by little. But, I mean, there's things that we tell ourselves all the time, and it's just habit. So, guess what? A habit can be broken. It can be changed. You can start putting in positive stuff instead of negative stuff. It's more than feasible. So, basically, my whole point that I was trying to make is that I'm dedicating this channel to learning to love myself more, and hopefully helping others learn to love themselves more, and learning some self-healing techniques. So today what I wanted to talk about was EFT, which stands for emotional frequency technique, or no, emotional freedom technique. I always want to say frequency, but emotional freedom technique. And basically tapping, it's EFT, or known as tapping, or sometimes people call it meridian tapping. Basically what it is, it's kind of like acupuncture, but without the needles, which I'm excited about. I do actually have an acupuncturist. She's wonderful. I'm just still not, you know, overjoyed about needles. Who is? Not many people that I know of. So anyway, with tapping, you just go around. You start here, the side of the hand. You don't have to start here. This is just where I start. You'll start with a setup statement. You might say, even though I haven't taken good care of myself in the past, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. And you would say the setup statement like 3 times. So you'd start here, the side of the hand, and go to the top of the head. You find the crown of your head and go just a little bit back. And then inside of the eyebrow, Take off my glasses right here. Side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, the chin, collarbone, and under the arm. So basically that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go over a really easy tapping script with you, and you can just repeat after me. Alright, so you said the statement, I don't take good care of myself, and you have your number, and you can write it down on a piece of paper. I don't want you to feel like you have to remember the number, because you may forget it by the end of all this. So, we're going to take a deep breath, let it out, and we'll say our setup statements, and we'll do the karate chop, that's what this is called. 2 or 3 fingers. I'll say it first, and I'm sorry, I'm itching now. I'll say it first, and then you can just repeat after me, okay? Even though in the past I haven't always taken good care of myself, I choose to deeply and completely love myself now. Even though in the past I haven't always known what the best way is to love and care for myself, I choose to deeply and completely accept who I am. Even though I think a part of me is really scared to start taking care of myself because it might mean I'll have to change, I choose to love and honor myself right now and where I'm at in this process. Collarbone. I choose to start learning now how to better care for myself and love myself, because I'm worth it. Top of the head. I am open to new ideas and insight on how to take better care of myself. Eyebrow. I really want to start taking better care of myself. Side of the eye. I am worth loving. Under the eye. I am worth taking care of. Under the nose. I'm open to all these amazing ideas, chin, and ways of taking good care of myself. Collarbone. It feels good to open up to new ideas and ways of taking better care of myself. Under the arm. It's good for me to care for myself because I'm worth it. Top of the head. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and start caring for myself right now. Stop. So that was a sample of, tapping you can do on learning to better care for yourself. And I'll probably put the script below in the description, but if I don't and you want me to email you a copy of it, just let me know. I usually just kind of make scripts up as I go along. And one thing I didn't do was close my eyes as I was going through it. Normally, I will close my eyes as I'm doing it, because then, things will come up and you might see like a picture of something. So it's a good idea to close your eyes when you're doing it, because you kind of tap into more of your body and how your body's feeling. And that's really the whole purpose of EFT, is to just kind of gauge where your body's at and how you're feeling about things. Because there's usually a specific occurrence that has happened to cause you to feel a certain way about something. And with tapping, you can sometimes discover what that is.